This is the nicest weed that I grow.
Love it.
Because I call it the marriage counselor. Because you can take one hit off of that, your wife or your girlfriend will not know you're high. And everything she says is lovely.
Hey, what's up? It's the Sales Goat. We're sitting here live right now with the legendary Jim Belushi. We're so honored to have.
Third time I've heard the word legend.
Well, get used to hearing it. I'm sure you hear it a lot.
I don't know. Legends are like, John Lee Hooker and Eric Clapton and my brother John. I'm just like a working man.
I think legends are guys that I can't even count the number of movies that you've been in, things that I saw growing up and now.
I've been in a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's true. I've been busy.
Earlier I made the comment you've been in more films than Kevin Bacon.
I don't know about that. Kevin is a prolific guy, man. He does a lot of good work.
And a good musician.
He was originally in Animal House.
Absolutely.
Yes. I mean, he's been around a long time. He does some great work.
And Kevin Bacon, also a good musician, as well as our friend Jim Belushi, who is going to be performing live here tonight at Relax Park.
Jamming. I'm just jamming. This is not like it's not my band, or I'm just we're having fun.
We're going to play with it. We're going to have fun. We have one of the best blues bands in Oklahoma that's going to be backing you up here tonight.
Oh, he's got horns, he said. He's got steel. He's got harmonica player. I mean, I'm very excited.
Our main man, Eddie, we're excited about that. And
yeah, I mean, the thing is that we haven't had a live venue. I haven't played in 15 months because there's been no live venues. And usually I do the Blues Brothers with Danny Aykroyd, and I have my own band, the Sacred Hearts, and we perform all year. And God, this past year has been a bitch on comedians and musicians.
That's right, and that's why we pivot in our lives. We do other things. You've been in cannabis for a long time, which is what we're here to talk to you about. Have you been out in Eagle Point? How's the farm out there doing?
Well, we're going through a transition, as always. Every year I add things. This year we're adding 2 new greenhouses, so we'll have 4 greenhouses with great controlled environment because we don't like the mold, we don't like the aphids or rustic mites, so the greenhouse has been really helpful. So we're adding 2 more greenhouses. They should be completed within about 3 weeks, and we'll be going all year.
So if you haven't had a chance to watch Jim on his show, Growing Belushi, a lot of people, on Discovery, you can see the greenhouses, all the cool stuff they're doing in South Oregon at Eagle Point, and now I understand you have a grow that you're partnered in right here in Oklahoma. Is that true?
Yes. I know how to grow. I know everything. I know so much about marijuana now that I know that it's not called marijuana, it's called cannabis. And also I know what I don't know, and that's a lot. But we partnered up with Redbird, which is a huge, beautiful facility outside in Stillwell, Oklahoma. And I've walked through that place several times to discuss the growing techniques. And by the way, they're very similar to the way we're growing in Southern Oregon. So I was pleased with their technology, their protocol on safety, which is the main thing, with cleanliness, no pesticides. They test very well, and the grower is fabulous.
That's all. You got to have a good grower in Oklahoma.
And so we sat down and we talked a lot about how I grow, and they've designated 2 greenhouses that mirror my greenhouses. And we brought some of our genetics, and he was growing it to our SOP, and it's like I have my own little farm in Stillwell.
I love it. I mean, seeing your passion for cannabis and what you're doing in this space is absolutely awesome. A lot of people talk about their genetics and a lot of the fun things they do to, the nutrients to get the cannabis plant where it needs to go. My question, right here on Cosmic TV, and we're going to get the truth out to the audience, do you play different genres of music for all your plants throughout the day?
Yes. The morning I play Teddy Pendergrass.
Baby making.
Yeah, I do baby making music in the morning. kind of wakes them up. Those girls, they're all girls. They want to be woken up nice and gently and sweetly. So we have that, Marvin Gaye kind of sweet sound, Then after a little wake up, we give them a little reggae, get them a little bit in the groove. And then in the afternoon, they get a little tired like anybody else, so you pump them up a little bit with, some toots and the maytals, pump up the reggae a little bit. And then we go to rock and blues. And then in the evening time, we do a little Bill Evans, a little jazz, a little Bill Evans trio. So they love music. I mean, we all respond to the vibration of music, and so do these girls.
I love that. And what you didn't tell us was for the harvest, you play
gospel music. I want the girls to know that they're going to the light and that they're going to heal and that we leave them with a procession of goodness and godliness and spirituality. And they're glad to sacrifice off the plant and come to everybody's soul to help them.
I love it. And actually right here at Relax Park at Garden of Whedon, where you can buy products here on site here at the venue. It's one of the first places to have the Blues Brothers line that is now available. You want to tell us just a little bit about that, Jim?
Right there, Danny likes this one because he calls it the working man's brand. We call it Baby Blues. So these are 6.25 joints. They're like little, we call them parking lot joints. You get out of the car, you take a couple hits and go and see a movie. And you don't have to put it out and save it and then light it again. The ladies seem to like this because, it's cute.
Right, and then what's the other pack that you got there?
This is an adult version here. These are 5.7 grams. It's about a gram. It's about an eighth. And Danny wanted something in a cigarette pack. You know what, Jimmy? I want something that you can roll up into your short sleeve. You want to just roll it up, and then when you're on a tractor or whatever you're doing, you can take it out and light one up. So this is our flip, flop, and fly, we call it. Flip, top, and fly.
And then we have your final product here.
Full gram joint. These really sell a lot. People really like these. But
and what you say, Jim,
blow your brains out, so you got to be careful.
And what you say, Jim, is that I love this about you. In Oklahoma, we're still in a new market. We're still learning. You're so passionate about cannabis, but it's not all about the high THC level. It's about the terpenes and all the other things. So we're still learning that here. Tell us just a little bit before we wrap up about your feelings about THC percentages to terpenes and things like that.
Well, I'm not a stoner. I really use it as a medicine, I've experienced a lot of traumas in my life that kind of re-energize me, and I kind of act out. And I think everybody needs medication of some kind, whether they're doing yoga or jogging, or some people drink and maybe too much. Some obsessive behavior to get themselves through sadness or fear or anxiety. Everybody medicates. So I'm going, well, I think besides yoga, cannabis is the safest medication. And I use it as a medicine, whether it's inflammation on the knees because I used to run a lot, or for its PTSD because I've suffered some traumas in my life, the loss of my brother, the loss of marriages, loss of jobs, all kinds of things trigger trauma in one's life. Trauma is defined as that feeling of a hopelessness, that there's no way out of something. And when you lose a job, or you lose a family, or you lose a brother or a friend, you feel hopeless and helpless. And that feeling can reoccur in your life. So cannabis really soothes those endocannabinoids in your system, and it's just really a great medicine. So, to answer your question, I'm a lightweight. These Baby Blues are perfect for me.
Nice.
Because I just take like one hit, blow half out, take half in, then wait maybe 10 minutes and do the same thing. So THC, unfortunately, in our uneducated market, people believe the higher the THC, the better it is. And it's just not true.
You heard it here. Not true.
No, I mean, you look at wine, all right, which is a plant.
Right.
Well, wine uses 14 to 16% alcohol. The rest of that bottle of wine are terpenes, flavors. So if you wanted, if that premise was right, you'd go buy 110 proof and think you had the best stuff, and it's shit.
Right.
It'll kill you. So I prefer the THC levels between 18 and 21, with a caveat that has at least 3% terpene values. Because the terpenes and the THC have an entourage effect, and they blend, and it's just like a warm feeling. Like I have a strain called Cherry Pie, which is a 19% THC and a 3.2% terpene. This is the nicest weed that I grow.
Love it.
Because I call it the marriage counselor. Because you can take one hit off of that, your wife or your girlfriend will not know you're high. And everything she says is lovely. She is so cute. She is so smart. So it is an enhancer, of relationship.
We're gonna have to get Cosmic Kirk from Cosmic Brand some of that cherry pie to smoke maybe at night when he's hanging out with his wife.
Yeah, I'm the marriage counselor. So that's what I smoke. The stuff that has high THC and low terpenes tends to make you a little edgier. You don't want to be alone at night, and you're worried about getting weird thoughts. So yeah, I like to always look for the blend of THC and terpenes.
Well, you should definitely at your farm use that cherry pie, cross it with something. Don't tell us what it is. Make your own strain. Call it the marriage counselor, and then we'll just put it everywhere. What do you think about that?
I just call it the marriage counselor.
I love that.
But also it's cherry pie. I mean, there's 3 names on it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's the Blues Brothers, the marriage counselor, and then it's the cherry pie.
I love it.
I also have one called the psychiatrist. I have one called assisted living. I have one called the judge.
Something for everybody at Bellucci Farms. And for me, having guys like you that are down here in Oklahoma in the industry, bringing awareness to cannabis, coming to our awesome, humble state here and seeing our thriving market, we're just so happy to see you here.
I'm happy for Oklahoma that they've made this medical, because it is a great medicine, and I hope people will experiment with it. And if you're not a smoker and you're nervous about getting, the thing about people is that they want a controlled experience. So the feeling's going to happen to you if you have 3 beers.
Right.
The feeling's going to happen to you if you have a shot in a beer or a glass of wine or 2 glasses of wine. With cannabis, people are frightened they're going to get too high. You don't know what the experience is going to be. So for them, I recommend edibles, because you can have a controlled experience by the amount of grams you take. I personally do about 2.5 milligrams. It's enough to just put me to sleep or chill me out at the end of a long day.
Same.
This is for professionals.
He's holding the 500 milligram Supernova there in case anybody.
Or someone has such a high THC level in their body. This is for cancer patients. This is like heavy duty.
And we have all kinds of others down to the 100 milligram and the 1,000 milligram Black Hole at Cosmic Brands.
I say 2.5 to 5 milligrams is what you should start with.
The sales ghost's not far off from that, everybody. So, man, we thank you so much for watching Cosmic TV. Thank you so much to Jim for taking all this time to educate us and to spend time with us here at Relax Park.
A mission from God here with the Blues Brother.
That's right. And we're going to watch him perform here in just a little little bit. Thanks for watching Cosmic TV. I'm the sales goat. This is the legendary Jim Belushi. Thanks for watching Cosmic.tv. Let's work.